Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in, because in this video we are going to take a close look at a very unique product, thanks to Ramon, who just brought it here in the Wicked Cave. Because this is a product I just wanted to check out on the channel, especially because I'm a big fan of retro gaming. The question remains, how cool is this thing? Because it's a very cool collectible item, but can you actually play some games on it, and how is the general experience? The Philips Discovery CRT and Space Helmet TV design. It's quite unique and visually striking, and completely understand when people want to have this in the collection as a retro collectible piece. Not only to play retro games on it, or I wanted to play particular retro games on it because that's the reason I just buy CRTs. But despite its unusual design, the Discovery Space Helmet TV is a fully functional CRT television with a 14-inch screen in the inside. The picture quality, I wouldn't say it's like super impressive. I've been messing around together with Ramon with let's say an old school connection, because this thing doesn't have SCART. We're only having like the option to play through the RF unit, to just play your games through an antenna. The thing is, like, when you're looking at the way you can play, it's fine when you're going to have like an Atari 2600, something like that. But if you want to have like SCART with better, let's say, RGB signal, that is unfortunately not possible on this television. But the reason why this thing is quite expensive and difficult to find is very simple. The Discovery TV is a limited edition made by the Dutch manufacturer Philips. Yeah, it was designed by Hansen Lee and was introduced around 1983. They completely reassembled the helmet and just made it more like an astronaut space helmet. That's basically the reason why it looked so weird, if you have no idea what this is all about. So it's just like a space helmet, and that is because NASA's first space shuttle was launched in 1981. So that's basically the reason why you have this like weird looking space helmet look like a 40-inch TV screen or CRT television. But how was the experience connecting my old Super NES? Yeah, I can tell you it was not a very good experience, because it was like the old school days. Then we need like plugging in the RF unit and need to figure out like which like freaking channel it was like located. So we have at the front the power and everything can be like adjusted, so we don't have a remote but we can still navigate through the menu. So let's hook this thing up and let's play some games. Actually, is this thing really worth it when you're going to play some games on it, or is it something you should just avoid and just have as a collection piece and just get yourself like a Bang & Olufsen to play some old school CRT games? The first game we wanted to try, or I wanted to try, is Street Fighter, and we did mess around a long time to getting the best signal output.
Round one, fight! Hadouken! Hadouken!
The first attempt was not really great when it comes to the Discovery TV, but we're not giving up. By the way, we have these weird looking wheels that you can basically adjust and give it a different height when it comes to the television. But we didn't want to give up, so let's take a close look at some other games and mess around with the signal just to see if we can get a better result out. And we finally did. You get to the chopper, you know.
Het is toch wel een andere koek dan op de Game Boy, man. Dat is wel een verschil.
Dat is absoluut.
Het is een fantastisch spelletje.
I just killed.
Hij weet niet hoe het werkt, hoor.
No, I just killed somebody. That's the thing.
Maar ook dingetjes optakelen, toch?
So in the middle of this video already mentioned, this is not like the ultimate CRT, or not for like if you want to play like different kind of region systems. It's like a very cool fun novelty, but also like a very cool, let's say, piece of history when it comes to Philips and CRTs. It's really cool if you're going to hook up like a certain system. I think like an Atari 2600 is absolutely great if you're going to plug it in here. We didn't have it at the time, so we couldn't really test it out. So that's the reason why we grabbed like a Super NES that was laying around with the right RF unit. Because the unfortunate thing is, it would be so much better if you're having like a SCART connection. Besides that, I also noticed, and maybe you will notice when recording the Desert Strike, this thing got a very nice punch when it comes to the audio. Yeah, and that is a very cool feature of it. The helmet TV It's a very cool piece of technology, but also a piece of history. I want to thank you all for watching. Consider subscribing, hit the little bell, and it would be great to see you in the next video. Wat als het close?